Assalamu alaikum. Dear student, today we will discuss about a congenital anomalies related to orthopedics, and that is clubfoot. The another name of clubfoot, it is a congenital anomalies, congenital deformity, and according to medical it is called congenital talipes equinovarus deformity of foot. I repeat, congenital talipes equinovarus deformity of the foot. And congenital deformities are common in the foot, and among them clubfoot or congenital talipes equinovarus deformity is the most common congenital deformity of the foot. And this deformity may be unilateral or bilateral, and boys are affected twice than the girls. Okay, this may be unilateral or bilateral, and boys are more affected than girls, and boys are affected 2 times more than girls. Now let's come to know some anatomy related to clubfoot before going to the clubfoot. That is, when our heel is deviated medially, then we call it heel varus, and when the heel is deviated or moved away from the midline, then we call valgus deformity. In the picture you can see this is the heel varus deformity, and this is the heel rear foot valgus. Okay. In another picture you can see what is cavus foot. Cavus foot means when the medial longitudinal arch of the foot is high, then we call it cavus foot, and when the medial arch of the foot is low, then we call it flat foot. And in clubfoot we will see patient will suffer with cavus deformity or high medial longitudinal arch of the foot. And this photo is the equinus deformity of the foot. Equinus means when usually our foot remain plantigrade related to our leg. If it is plantar flexed, then we call it equinus deformity. Okay, and we can see this type of deformities in clubfoot. Now real picture here shows what are the deformities of the clubfoot. Clubfoot includes, first of all, there is the heel varus, that is calcaneum is deviated towards medially, and this will be small in size. Second, the ankle will be equinus. Normally ankle remains plantigrade, but in case of equinus deformity, the ankle will be plantar flexed and develop equinus deformity. And you will find the medial arch will be high, that is midfoot cavus deformity, and forefoot will be adducted, that means it will deviate towards the medially. And another thing, that will be internal tibial torsion, that means tibia will be slightly twisted internally, that we call internal tibial torsion. So what are the deformities? That is cavus, adductus, heel varus and ankle equinus. If you want to remember this thing, we can remember one word, that is CAVE. CAVE means cavus of the midfoot, adductus, that means forefoot deviate towards the medial body plane, and heel varus, that means heel is deviated towards the medial body plane, and ankle equinus, that means increased plantar flexion of the foot, CAVE. To remember these foot deformities, we can remember this word CAVE. Okay. And there will be some other deformities, that will be foot size will be decreased, medial border will be concave and lateral border will be convex, and forefoot will be plantar flexed upon the hind foot. There will be medial crease and posterior crease in the heel. Okay. In this photo we can see this is the heel varus deformity, and this is the equinus deformity of the foot, you can see, and this is the cavus foot, and this is the medial crease developed due to increased cavus of the foot, and this is the lateral border of the foot, that is convex lateral border due to medial deviation of the foot or adductus deformities, and this is the medial crease developed due to club foot. And now let us come to know what is the classification of club foot. First of all, the number one, that is idiopathic club foot. That is usually we can see most of the patient come to us, that is with idiopathic club foot. And second, that is associated with other congenital anomalies that we call arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, or shortly we can call it AMC. And third, there are some neurological disease where patients suffered with club foot with other disease like meningocele, cerebral palsy, polio, etc. Neurological club foot includes meningocele, cerebral palsy, polio, etc. And there are some acquired cause for developing club foot, that is burn and trauma. So, club foot classification, first of all idiopathic club foot, then club foot with other congenital anomalies, that is we call arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, or shortly we call it AMC. Third, neurological, example meningocele, polio, cerebral palsy, etc. and acquired examples are burn and trauma. Now let us come to know what will be the treatment of club foot. For treatment of club foot, we should try to follow a protocol for proper treatment of the patient. Then we follow the protocol, that is first 3 weeks after birth to first 3 weeks we do manual stretching. At that time patient foot is not suitable for plaster, so there is a chance of allergic reaction, that is why, or some skin necrosis or skin problem, that is why first 3 weeks as children baby skin is very soft, that is why we avoid the plaster. For maturation we wait for 3 weeks, and from 3 weeks we can start serial plaster, and with serial plaster we gradually correct the deformity and then we give a brace. There are some lot of method for serial plaster, that is kite method, Ponseti method, etc. But nowadays for last decades Ponseti method is the most popular and successful method for gradual correction of club foot deformity by serial plaster. And when we feel that plaster correction will not be adequate or not possible, then we go for surgery. For surgery sometimes we may wait up to 3 months to 5 years. That is when we feel that structure is tight enough that this by serial plaster club foot will not be corrected, then we do surgery. And what are the surgeries? Surgery may include soft tissue procedure, that means we only do surgery through ligaments, capsule and tendons, that we call soft tissue procedures. In soft tissue procedure we correct the posterior structure and medial structure of the foot, that is ligaments, tendons and capsule of the joints. And when we feel that bony deformity is occurred, then associated with soft tissue procedure we have to do some bony procedures, and for bony procedures we have to wait up to 5 years, and usually from 5 to 9 years we do bony procedures along with soft tissue procedures. In bony procedures we can do surgery through the cuboid bone, that is we can do cuboid decancellation, and in calcaneum, that is there are some calcaneal osteotomy on the lateral side for correction of the deformities. And for club foot in more aged babies for 9 to 12 years we will wait for maturation of the bone, or we have to wait finally what types of problem the patient may develop, and then we can do triple arthrodesis. What is that? That is the correction of the deformity, and we can do arthrodesis of the subtalar joint, calcaneocuboid joint and talonavicular joints. And after that we do some keep plaster to maintain the position or for fusion of the joints. And another procedure, that is gradual correction of the clubfoot deformity by Eliezer of external fixator. We will do this type of surgery or correction by Eliezer of external fixator when the patient develop secondary changes in the foot like bursa in the foot, or patient bone is matured. Then in that case we can do Eliezer of external fixator. So in the treatment options we can repeat the things in shortly. First of all, that is serial plaster for first 3 weeks after birth. From 3 weeks to 3 months we can do serial plaster. If possible, we can do serial plaster in more aged child. From 5 months to 5 years we can do surgery, and that is only soft tissue procedure, that is release of the posterior and medial structure. From 5 to 9 years we can do surgery that includes soft tissue procedures along with bony procedures. From 9 to 12 years we have to wait and observe the patient, and after 12 years we can do triple arthrodesis. And if it is neglected case or bony changes is grossly developed, then we can correct the deformity by applying Eliezer of external fixator. This is the photo of Eliezer of external fixator, and this is a patient before correction, and this is after correction of the clubfoot by Eliezer of external fixator. And with this I conclude. And dear students, today we have already discussed about clubfoot, and I think you will read it and try to understand it by giving your more concentration over clubfoot. And with this I conclude. Thank you. Thanks to you all. Assalamu alaikum.